Yes, students. So let's start with the other problems on K-map with respect to three variable. So here, in the case of three variable K-map, actually we had discussed with respect to one problem which was having a group of four. But now let's discuss a problem which is having a group of how much? Group of 2, right? I'm just checking with the problems which is having group of 2 and I got one problem because you should not only work with group of 4, right? You know how many groups are possible with respect to 3 variable K-map. So the groups which are possible with respect to 3 variable K-maps are nothing but group of 8, group of 4 and group of 2, wherein group of 8 is a rare case and group of 4 and group of 2 is always the what I can say the I'm sorry, group of 4 and group of 2 is always the one that comes into picture, as well as group of 4 and group of 2 will not come together here, right? Group of 4 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ group of 4 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, group of 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ group of 2 ನೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. There is no combination of group of 4 and group of 2 in the case of 3 variable came up, and in the 4 variable came up we have a combination of group of 4 and the group of 2 because the cells are more. In the case of 16, I mean say the 4 variable came up, but in the 3 variable came up, it is a rare case I have seen that the group of 4 and group of 2 will come together into existence, right? So this problem was 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So please do check with this first. So ಯಾವ್ದಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅದು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ನೀವು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, right? So now if I construct a K-map, just a minute, I'll take another color and construct a K-map. So yeah, okay. So let me construct with this color first and yeah. So please do make sure that you watch all our videos without fail because this is very much simpler video, students. It is not much complex. We are directly going into the concept. We are directly telling what's inside the concept and we are trying to tell that we are trying to tell that this is what is the concept and you have to practice only this much because ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬೇಕು. You don't want anything extra, and anything extra is also not allowed for you, right? Extras ಅಂತಾನೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಡೀಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಲಿಯುವಂತಹದ್ದು ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಲಿತ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. So that is why we are here to tell you whatever you require, right? So this is what is your I can say the 3 variable came up, and now here you can see, right? Just a minute, students. Okay, yeah. So now here you can see that. So this is what is your 3 variable came up, right? So now if I consider here it as 0, 1, 3, 2 and 4, 5, 7, 6. Just a minute. According to the given numbers in the question, so they get evaluated to 1, their function gets evaluated to 1, so that is why you can see that you're going to place 1 in the place of that cell numbers, right? So here it has been given that 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, right? Here cell number 2 gets evaluated to 1 and cell number 3 gets evaluated to 1 and cell number 4 gets evaluated to 1, cell number 5 is 1 and cell number 7 is 1. So now you can see that you can make a group of 2. How many groups of 2 you can make? So if you can see that how many groups of 2 you can make. So this is the one group which you can make, right? Group number 1, group number 2 and that's all, right? So that's all. So now we are leaving group number 7 as it is. Why we are leaving group number 7 as it is because we are going to discuss the group number 7 in detail. So if you consider this group, so here I haven't written anything, so it is A bar and A. So just a minute. So I'll just tell you in a clean manner, students, because you need to know each and everything here. ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಲ್ಲ, and ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋಂಥದ್ದು ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಗಾಗಿ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ವಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಹೇಗೆ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಸೇ K-Map ಎಕ್ಸೆಲ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಅಂತ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ K-Mapಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತಹ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? So to type the topic along with that, you need to type our academy name, say Excel Academy. You will get the videos at the beginning itself, right? Yeah. So it is BC and it is BC bar, right? ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನಾವು 7 ಹಾಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ. ಈಗ 7 ಕತೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, 7th ಸೆಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ 7ಗೆ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ 2, ದಿಸ್ ಎ ಬಾರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟೆಡ್, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ 4 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ 4 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾನೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ, ಇಫ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ having a group of 4, so just if I say for example group of 4 and if there is a bar and a, so ಇವಾಗ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು 7 ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ 4 ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ a bar and a will get eliminated, right? But in the case of here it doesn't happens to takes place, and what is that going to happen is here a bar and a will get considered, right? ಈ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ BC and here you have BC bar and ನೀವು ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೀವು a ಬಾರ್ಗೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ರೋ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ a bar, ರೈಟ್? ಈ ರೋ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು a bar, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಂಡ್ ಈ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಸೆಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3 ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು BC ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೆಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ 2 ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು BC bar, and if you take common between the two you get it as B and into a bar, so you get it as a bar B, right? Yeah. ಸೊ ಹೇಗೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ರೋ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು a ಬಾರ್, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ a ಬಾರ್ ಇದೆ ಈ ರೋ ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ರೋ ನಲ್ಲಿ a ಬಾರ್ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ BC ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3 ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು BC ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ on the top of the cell number 3 it is BC and on the top of cell number 2 it is BC bar, and if you can see, so BC ಮತ್ತೆ BC bar ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಏನು B, so that is I'm taking it as B and I'm multiplying with A, which I'm going to get it as a bar B, right? ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, in this row there is A, right? In this row there is A over here and ಈ ಎರಡು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ so on the top of the what I can say that is on the top of cell number 4 or ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ it is B bar C bar, ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ it is B bar C, right? You can consider this is a column. ಸೊ ಇದು ರೋ, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು ರೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಇದು ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ರೋ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು a ಬಾರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ a ಇತ್ತು ರೋ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಕಾಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ B ಬಾರ್ C ಬಾರ್ B ಬಾರ್ C BC and BC ಬಾರ್. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾಲಮ್. ಸೊ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅವರ್ this thing in the first column it is B bar C bar and in the second column it is B bar C ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ in the B bar C bar and B bar C, if you can take a common it is B bar multiplied with this row has A, so that is why you can say that as it is A into B bar. ಹೇಗೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? I guess you got it. And see here first ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, so first ನೀವು group of 2 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ if you are making a group of 2, I am showcasing you, ನಂದು yellow color dot ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ, it's group of 2. if you make, so first ಈ ರೋ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈ ರೋ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಏನು A, right? literal ಏನು A. so now here if you consider this column, so this is the first column and this is the second column. so ಈ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, on the top of this column you have B bar C bar and on the top of this column you have B bar C, right? yeah and yeah, so that is why from this B bar C bar and B bar C, so if you take a common you get it as B bar. so here also B bar is present, here also B bar is present, so if you take a common and then multiply with this A you get AB bar, right? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಎರಡು ರೋ ಇದೆ. This is upper part is one row and the lower part is one row. You have divided into 4 columns wherein each part is a cell. Each part is considered to be as a cell, right? Yeah. So ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಇದು ಬಂದಾಗ you have to take this as a common, right? If you get two terms, you are going to take common from this two terms, right? This is for the procedure you do, right? Now what's that going to happen is that I have 7. I am remaining with cell number 7. So cell number 7 I can say group it in two ways. That is, you can group 3 and 7 if you group 3 and 7. So first case ಏನು 3 and 7 group ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, so let me write case number 1. So if you group 3 and 7 in the case number 1, so what is that going to happen? So ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? So when you group it, you're going to get it as what? You're going to get it as that is equal to. So here you can see that. So here what I can say, the C and A bar will get cancelled over here. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ cancel ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? It is because you are grouping like this in a what I can say, you are grouping like this. So ಈ ತರ group ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, group of 2 ನ. You are not grouping like this, right? So that is why your A and A bar will get cancelled and you only remain with B and C, right? This is what is case number 1. So according to case number 1, it will be A bar B plus AB bar plus what I can say the, which one? Plus what I can say the BC, right? Yeah. So ನೀವು horizontal ಆಗಿ group ಮಾಡ್ತಲ್ಲ, you are grouping it in a vertical manner. I'm sorry, you are not grouping it in a vertical manner, right? This is what is your vertical manner, vertical lines ಅಲ್ವಾ? So ನೀವು vertical ಆಗಿ group ಮಾಡ್ತಲ್ಲ, horizontal ಆಗಿ group ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. So that is why when you try to group it in a horizontal manner, then your A bar and A will get cancelled, right? That is what is one important thing, right? Now here is the second case. So now second case ಅಲ್ಲಿ group ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, what's that going to happen is that, so you have to group the 5 and 7. So 5 and 7 group ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? You try to group what? You try to group 5 and 7. So according to this, if you try to group 5 and 7, just a minute students, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So now if you try to group 5 and 7, so that is why it is nothing but what's are going to happen is your resultant will be. So here your resultant will be what? It is A into. So this is you are grouping it in a horizontal manner. I'm so sorry for telling it wrong. So this is a horizontal manner grouping, right? And here is vertical manner grouping. So vertical manner grouping andre ಹೀಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. You are going to group in a vertical manner like this. So this is vertical, right? So please do remember this trick. So either line, this is horizontal line and this is vertical line. And then if you are like this, if you are grouping, this is a horizontal grouping, and like this if you are grouping, this is a vertical grouping. And you can also see that as now we are grouping it in a horizontal manner, so you can see that this is the A that comes into picture. And now here in this B bar C and BC, your common is C, so therefore it is AC. And instead of BC, I suppose write it as AC. A resultant will be, for the case number 2, it is A bar B plus what I can say the AB bar plus a BC, right? So this is what, I'm sorry, plus AC, I'm sorry, plus AC. So this is what is one important thing. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನೀವು vertical ಆಗಿ group ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಾಗ, if you're trying to group it in a vertical manner, so then what's that going to happen is that, so you will what I can say, your A bar and A will get eliminated. So ಇವಾಗ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, 3 and 7 group ಮಾಡಿದೆ first. 3 and 7 group ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸಿಕ್ತಂತ resultant ಇದು. 5 and 7 group ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸಿಕ್ತಂತ resultant ಇದು. If you group 5 and 7, so here I let 5 and 7 group ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ resultant ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. 3 and 7 group ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ resultant ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. 3 and 7 grouping ಏನು? It's a vertical grouping, right? So see 3 and 7 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It's a vertical cell grouping. Cells are grouped in a vertical manner. So therefore, this A bar and A will get completely eliminated. If you are grouping in a horizontal manner, then A bar and A will not get completely eliminated. They'll come into picture. Right? Yeah. So this is what is one important thing. And please do make sure that you follow these things without fail. Right? Yeah. So this is one important thing. So that is why I just checked whether I was telling it correct and I got it cleared and I just told you now. So yes. Okay. Yeah. So now here I guess you understood things in a well manner, right? You can do the two things, right? ಎರಡು things ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay. You can do two things without fail. Here one is missing. I'll just write it. So ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ? You can do this group andre ee group ana ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ like this. Even after grouping with 5 and 7, can I make a group with 3 and 7? Or even after I group 3 and 7, can I group 5 and 7? You can do that, but that becomes redundant. Why? Because 7 has been already shared by 5 or 7 has been already shared by what I can say the 3. So therefore it becomes redundant. Andre enagutte ivaga for example, if I'll just erase everything and I'll just make you more clear. So wait a minute students. Okay. So ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ತರದ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಯಾವುದೇ ತರದ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ 3 and 7 ಗೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 3 and 7 ಗೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು 5 and 7 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ? ಈ ತರ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, but that becomes redundant. Why it becomes redundant? Because 7 is been shared by 3 already. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು 3 and 7 ಅನ್ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಮೇಲೆ 7 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 3 ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So if I write it separately, I'll just write it separately and explain it to you in a clean and neat manner. So see here, correct ಆಗಿ observe ಮಾಡಿ. So ಇದು 1, 3, 7, 5. Right? ಇದು redundant group ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. If you understand this, it's very good. So ಇವಾಗ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1, 1, 1 ಅನ್ನ ಬರಿತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಒಂದನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. So because I need one thing extra. Fine. Here it is 4 and it is 1. So ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು 3 and 7 ಗೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು 5 and 7 ಗೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ? Like this. You can group it, but it becomes redundant. ಯಾಕೆ redundant ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so when you're making a group with 3 and 7, 3 and 7 ಗೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 7 gets shared to 3. ಆಯ್ತಾ? 7 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 3 ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ 5 ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ 4 ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So therefore it becomes redundant. ರೈಟ್? ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಡಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ? ಇವಾಗ 3 and 7 ನ ನೀವು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 7 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 3 ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 5 ಏನಾಗಿದೆ 4 ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ತಿರ್ಗಾ ನೀವು 5 and 7 ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು, this 7 is already shared by 3 and this 5 is already shared by 4, so that it becomes redundant. So that group is not at all considered. You can neglect that group without fail. Because if one group is getting shared many a times, then it becomes redundant. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು 5 4 ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಅದೇ 5 ನ ಮತ್ತೆ 5 and 7 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 5 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 7 ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವಾಗ 7 3 ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ 7 5 ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ರೈಟ್? ಇವಾಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 3 and 7 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ 7 cell number 7 gets cell number 7 gets shared by cell number 3, gets shared with cell number 3. And once again if I make a group of 5 and 7, what's that going to happen is cell number 7 gets even shared by cell number 5. So cell number 7 now gets shared by cell number 3 as well as cell number 5. So one cell gets shared by shared between two of the cells, so therefore it becomes redundant. And even ivaga 5 and 7 group ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ cell number 5 will get shared by cell number 4 and cell number what I can say, 5 gets even shared by cell number 7. So cell number 5 gets shared with 2 cells, that is 4 and 7, so it becomes redundant. And even if you consider 3 over here, so cell number 3 gets shared by cell number 7, as well as cell number 3 gets shared by cell number 2, wherein cell number 3 gets shared between 2 cells, so therefore it will be redundant. So that is why either you need to make groups of cell number 3 with cell number 7 or cell number 5 with cell number 7. You should not make the group between cell number 3 and 7 as well as cell number 5 and 7. ಎರಡು ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. either ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, cell number 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 7 ಅನ್ನ group ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು resultant ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, which is a bar b plus a b bar plus b c, or you need to write or you need to make a group of cell number 5 with cell number 7. You need to neglect the group of cell number 3 and cell number 7, and you need to just write the resultant, say a bar b plus a b bar plus ac, right? This is what is the criteria, right? So ಒಂದು cell 2 cells ಜೊತೆಗೆ share ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. So ಅದು redundant ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ that group is redundant and it gets shared by many of the cells, so therefore it become redundant and you no need to consider that, right? Yeah. So now ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, I'll take a 4 variable K-map question. So here if I come to 4 variable K-map question, let me write 4 variable K-map. As per I told you with respect to 4 variable K-map, it is the same as 3 variable K-map, but one more extra grouping will be possible, that is here what I can say, the group of 16, right? Here in the case of 4 variable K-map, group of 8 and group of 16s are, it is like a rare cases, right? Group of 8 rare case ಇದೆ, 16 rare case ಇದೆ, but the group of 4 and group of 2 will always come into existence without fail, and they'll come and club with together, right? They'll be clubbed together. Group of 4 ಮತ್ತೆ group of 2 ಎರಡು club ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So let me have another problem for you all with respect to group of 4. Okay, so this just a minute, this problem. Okay, so now this is the problem, students. Okay, so my question is as follows. It is summation of 1 5 6 7 11 12 13 15. 1 5 6 7 11 12 13 and 15. So now if I consider this particular question, first I'll just write the K-map, students. Wait for 2 minutes. I'll just write the K-map. Okay. Yeah. How is a K-map of a 4 variable? The K-map of a 4 variable is nothing but it is having 4 rows and 16 cells, right? So 1 Okay. So now if I can consider this, so what's that going to happen is that, so here it is what I can say, just a minute, I'll just erase this and make a clean column. So now if I can mention this, it is 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6. So ನಿಮಗೆ redundant group ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ, right? You can understand what is redundant group. ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಅದು redundant ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ, right? So I told you 3 cells get shared by 2 as well as 7, and 5 cell will get shared by 7 as well as 4 and 7 will get shared by 3 as well as 5. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಬಂದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ರಿಡಂಡೆಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಶೇರ್ಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬೈ ದ ಒನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ರೈಟ್? ಯಾ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 11, 10, 12, 13, 15 and 14. Right? Now here, so this is min-term problem only. So let me just write 1 in the place of all this. So ನಾನು 1 ಅನ್ನ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. So it is 1, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 15. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. How do you start grouping? So first group this 4. Right? ಈ 4 ನ first group ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತೆ. Just a minute. I'm so sorry. So I'll just group this 4 first. ಹೌದಾ? ಈ 4 ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Yeah? Okay. So now then what I'll do is I'll just group this 2. I'll just group this 2. So ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಡಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Right? Yeah. So here it is group this 1 and here group this 1. So ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ so what is that going to happen is this is group number, what I can say, this is group number, so this is group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, this is group number 4 and group number 5. Which is group number 5? The 4. First 4 ಮಾಡದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅದು group number 5. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? We haven't written anything. Let me write A bar, B bar. A bar, B. A, B and A, B bar. C bar, D bar. So here is the what I can say the answer now. So first ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, the group of 1 and 5 grouping ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು we are taking it as group number 1. ಯಾವುದು group number 1? The 1 and 5. ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲರ್ ಡಾಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So it is 1 and 5 which I am making it as group number 1 and that will become equal to, so in the case of this you have what I can say, this will get cancels completely, right? Or what is going to happen is here you're going to take a common and here you're going to consider this as the same, right? Here what's that going to happen? Like two terms ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, this is A bar, B bar and this is A bar, B. So let's consider from this the common which is A bar and we'll write it this C bar D directly, right? Yeah, I'll just tell you in a clean manner. Wait a minute. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದು ತಗೋತಾ ಇದೀವಿ? ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ 1 and 5 ಸೆಲ್ದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಸೊ 1 and 5 ಸೆಲ್ದು ನಾವು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ದಿಸ್ ವಾಸ್ 1 and 1 and ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗಿತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ A bar B bar ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಮತ್ತೆ A bar B ಆಗಿತ್ತು and ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ C bar D ಇತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ A bar ಮತ್ತೆ A ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತರ. So in the case of 3 variable came up, we had A bar and A. So A bar and A ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, it will completely get eliminated. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, it is A bar, B bar and A bar, B. So therefore ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so ನೀವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೆಗಿಬಹುದು and this does not get eliminated. So if you take common from this A bar, B bar and A bar, B, so A bar will come as common. And if you multiply with the C bar D which is on the top of this one cell, so it will become equal to A bar C bar D, right? This is the first one. So second group ಯಾವುದು? It is 7 and 6. So ನಾನು separate ಆಗಿ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 7 and 6. that is 7th cell and 6th cell which is getting evaluated to 1, and 7th and 6th cell yav row barutte, second row barutte, the 7th and 6th cell, this 7th one and the 6th one which has been what I can say grouped to 1. So group 1 2 group ಮಾಡಿದೀವಲ್ಲ, so ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದರದು row ನಲ್ಲಿ you have a bar b, second row which is having a bar b, and on the top of this 7th one illenide cd ide, so it is cd and here it is cd bar. So in this column, so ಈ ಕಾಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ cd ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ cd ಬಾರ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ wherein here if you can consider it will become equal to a bar b. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ a bar b ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಹಾಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ because it is a horizontal grouping and it is only one term, say a bar b. So directly consider that. So this is a vertical grouping. So ಇದು ಬಂದು vertical grouping, idu bandu horizontal grouping. So vertical grouping nalli enagutte, so two terms, wherein in this two terms you are going to take one term as common. So one literal common ag tagodira which is a bar, and this is only one term wherein you are going to directly multiply with it. So but illi enagta ide antandre, so illi enagta ide, this is a horizontal grouping. So horizontal grouping agirodrinda you have one term wherein you are going to directly write like this, and from this two you are going to take a common. Right, if you're trying to take a common, so then what's that going to happen is that it is a bar b. So cd ಮತ್ತೆ cd bar ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು common c. So that is why this becomes equal to a bar b c. Right, just a minute. Yeah. So now here now, so what is group number 3? Group number 3 yaudandre, it is a group of 15 and 11. 15 and 11 cell na ನಾವು group ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. So according to the groupings of 15 and 11 cell, so it is nothing but it is a what I can say the vertical grouping, and you have AB and AB bar, AB and AB bar. So this is a vertical grouping and you have two terms, that is AB and AB bar. You can see AB and AB bar, and here you have that is CD. Right, in this column we have CD. So if you consider this particular, so if you take common from this two you get A, right? AB and AB bar al common enide A ide, and this gets multiplied to CD directly, wherein your third one will become ACD. Let me write it over here, it is ACD. Right? So now if I consider the fourth group, you know, it's a group of 12 and 13. So let me group 12 and 13 over here. So 12 and 13, I know it's a vertical, so horizontal grouping, wherein you have A and B here. So wherein you have A and B over here, AB, and here it is what I can say the ಇದು AB ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ AB ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so 12 and 13 ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ AB ಇದೆ, and on the top you have C bar, D bar and C bar D. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 12 ಇರೋದು it is column number 1, so therefore in the column number 1, so you have on the top of column number 1 it is C bar, D bar, and you have, I'm sorry students, just a minute, everything went wrong. I'll just okay. So here it is on the column number 1, it is C bar, D bar, and the 13 lies in this column, that is column number 2. On the top you have C bar, D, and now if you consider what I can say the AB, AB you consider as it is, and here you are supposed to take common between C bar, D bar and C bar D, wherein you get C bar. So therefore you are supposed to write it over here, and the fourth one it is A, B, C bar. Now the fifth one will be, fifth one antandre it is a, what I can say, the group of 4, right? Group of 4, which is nothing but what? So it is 5, 7, 5, 7, 13 and 15. So 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so now if I consider this particular, so there, so in this row you have A bar B, here you have AB in the third row. So this row you have A bar B, and in the third row you have AB, and this is 5 and 13 will come under the column number 2, wherein you have C bar D, and this 7 and 15 comes under column number 3, wherein you have CD. And if you consider this, so what's going to happen is, take a common from this, that is A bar B and AB. ಇದೆರಡಲ್ಲೂ ಕಾಮನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ B ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ if you consider the C bar D and CD, you can take it D as common, so therefore it is BD. So direct ಆಗಿ ನೀವೇನು ಬರಿಬಹುದು, fifth one ಗೆ BD ಬನ್ನ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. Now what is that going to happen is, you can see that this, what I can say, 5, 7, 13 and 15 is a shared one, right? 7 is shared by 5, 13 and 15 ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 7 6 ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಈ 5 ಬಂದು 1 ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಈ 13 ಬಂದು 12 ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, and once again this 15 is getting shared by 11. Then what is the resultant? ಏನ್ resultant ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, this particular group number 5 is completely redundant. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 5 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 5 ಇದೆ, 7 ಇದೆ, 13 ಇದೆ, 15 ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಶೇರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಇವಾಗ ತಿರ್ಗಾ 7 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 6 ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 7 is already shared by this 15, 13 and 5 cell, right? Now 7 is getting once again shared by 6, and here 5 is shared by 7, 15 and 13, and once again 5 gets shared by 1, and now 13 is shared by 5, 7 and 15, and 13 gets shared by 12 again. And here 15 is getting shared by what? 7, 5 and 13, and 15 once again gets shared by 11. So therefore as it is getting shared by many of the cells, so it is redundant. Which is redundant? 5, 7, 13 and 15 is redundant. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಈ fourth group ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಈ 4 group ಅನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಎಟ್ ಆಲ್, ರೈಟ್? ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ 4 ನ ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಂಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಈ 4 1, ಈ 6th 1 ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ 1ದು 1 ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ 12ದು 1 ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, 11ದು 1 ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಾಗೆ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. It will remain as it is without fail. So that is why no need of making a group of 4. What you can do, you can just directly eliminate the group of 4. So ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು simplify ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Please wait for some time. Some things will get erased. So that is why. Okay, yeah. So now things will get erased. Please wait. So ಇವಾಗ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, I'll just write another column over here. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, 13 ಇತ್ತು, 15 ಇತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು 5, ಇದು 7 ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ as 7. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ is 1 and 3 ಗೆ ಇತ್ತ. ಸೊ I'll just check it once. No, that's all. 1, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 15, 11, 12, 13. Okay. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತೆ, ಸೊ I'll make this particular group. ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. and I'll make this particular group wherein this is sufficient alva. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ನೀವು group of 4 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? It is not at all required. See, this much is sufficient, right? Group number 5 is not at all required, right? So that is why I'm going to eliminate group number 5 easily. Group number 5 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು group number 5. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 7 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, 15 ಗೂ 13 ಗೂ 5 ಗೂ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ತಿರ್ಗಾ it will get shared to 6. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ 5 7 13 15 ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ಸೊ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ 4 ಅದರೊಳಗಿರುವಂತ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, it is already shared by many of the cells and once again it gets shared by another cell, so therefore it becomes redundant. So that is why only 4 groups you want, and the resultant now will be is equal to, that is your A bar C bar D plus what I can say the A bar B C and what I can say the plus A C D plus A B C bar. So this is what is the complete resultant with respect to this 4 variable K map, right? This is what is the complete resultant. So we just you can consider, and please do make sure that you follow this video without fail, and this is what the resultant for 4 variable K map, and you want to know how to group in the case of 4 variable K map, and you also have one more grouping with respect to 4 variable K map. That one I am going to find a problem and teach you, and please do make sure that you watch this video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe and share it to many more who are in need, and please do press the bell icon to get more and more updates on our channel, and the subscriptions is very much required for us because we are striving hard to teach you well, and we are also striving hard to make you understand the concept, and if you make benefit of this, if you get subscribed and make benefit of it, so it is very much sufficient for you to score good marks in all the subjects that we teach, and this is what is about to tell you, and thank you.